This video is about student engagement and learning in the age of generative AI. And I am offering here an early career educator's perspective. Generative AI has changed the teaching-learning equation. Students get facts and curated information instantly, but understanding and judgment remain human tasks. Shortcut learning is now the default, not the exception. And it is okay since it is practical. Traditional assignments lose purpose, as shortcut learning becomes the default, risking shallow comprehension. Therefore, teaching must evolve, not resist the use of AI. The core problem is that AI shifts the bottleneck. Previously, time was spent on manual tasks like researching and writing. Now, students spend time on choosing what to ask AI, risking fast familiarity without depth. The focus shifts from the why and how to simply, just give me the answer. My teaching philosophy for the AI era is to design tasks where AI helps but cannot replace thinking. This means prioritizing ownership over automation, synthesis over lookup, and judgment over pattern matching. Students must create something only they can generate, which frames the two interventions I will discuss. Intervention 1 in the Introduction to ICT course involved students learning from research papers, not textbooks. This created engineered information overload and presentation ambiguity, followed by conceptual assignments and a challenging test. The goal was to make students think, not just hunt for answers. Student feedback showed initial resistance, such as too many papers, and requests for detailed notes. However, this discomfort signals thinking, confusion indicates analysis, and struggle points to depth. Emotional resistance is a part of learning, not a failure. Instructor reflections showed that while most students struggled, those who thrived were better prepared for independent learning. Effort equals pedagogy and learning, not punishment. The assignment was not about mastering the topic but learning how to learn in an information-saturated world. In the Indian context, students often operate in high-entropy, linguistic, and informational environments. Scientific knowledge is low entropy. AI can serve as an enabler to scaffold this transition to low-entropy knowledge, rather than a crutch reinforcing high-entropy, shallow learning. Intervention 2 was in the Control of Autonomous Systems course, where students built a dead reckoning plus visual inertial SLAM app using smartphone sensors. AI was allowed for debugging and code explanations, but it could not handle integration, decision-making, or the final app design. Students had to produce something AI cannot auto-generate. Student oral responses highlighted that integration was the real challenge, and while ChatGPT helped with snippets, the app was their own work. Strong groups finished early and exceeded expectations, showing a clear correlation between initiative and outcome. Lessons from both interventions show that students can do more than they think. AI simplifies tasks but exposes gaps in integration, judgment, skepticism, and original creation. Authentic, high-friction assignments generate real learning. Key principles for teaching in the AI era include designing for ownership and making depth visible by requiring reasoning. Use AI as scaffolding, not a substitute, and assess synthesis through diagrams or oral defenses. Focus on metacognition, normalize discomfort, and teach learning stamina. AI researcher Andrei Karpathy suggests that effective learning requires effort and should feel like the mental equivalent of sweating. He argues against frictionless or bite-sized fun disguised as education. In conclusion, AI does not kill learning. It kills shallow learning. The educator's role shifts from content delivery to designing thinking processes and cognitive pathways. We must design tasks that demand thinking, ensuring students survive the AI wave and that their time leads to actual learning. Thank you.